Hi everyone, my name is Kelvin. So today I'm going to talk about the projects that I've created. Um, the objective is to create a universal clone image for bank's Windows 11 Pro migration with all security policies implemented in the image. In this slide, this will be the project scope, objective, and deliverables that we are going to create. First of all, a VMware virtual machine with Windows 11 Pro installed, a universal clone exported for migration onto physical machines, a VAPT report so that it can be used for audit purposes, a set of Security Titan group policy exported for future use, a set of Security Titan local policy for implementation on standalone machines like PCs and laptops, automated software installation script using Winget, a registry file of Windows Update policy so that we can implement on other machines to centralize and to point to WSUS server. And lastly, a batch script that can change, assign, and switch between 13 static IP, internet, and intranet, or DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, which can be used for quick DR IP addresses setup. In this in this slide, you can actually see the hardware and software required and the areas for investigation. So for hardware is what consideration on software and hardware like Windows version, desktop hardware, software that is used. For areas of investigation is the hardware consideration, operating systems, software compatibility issues, segment IP switching, WSUS servers, setting. In this slide, you can see the project timeline, project plan progress review, and the method that is used for this project. In this last slide, you can see the legal, social, ethical, and professional issues that we face, and the professional skills that's used, and lastly, the conclusion of the project. Hi, in this section, I'm going to show and demonstrate the virtual machine that is found that is already created inside VMware Workstation. So the virtual machine that was created is Windows 11 Pro. You can see that the security policy and the group policy has been implemented. So we are going to log in. So now you can see this is the virtual machine that was created. It's called Windows 11 Pro clone. So license activation is done. Windows Update is also the latest. So inside this virtual machine, there is deliverables that is already created and exported so that we can use it on other machines. Group policy, as you can see, the group policy has already been set up. So these are the configuration. If you look carefully, these have been fine-tuned. And this has been exported for further use. Now we go on to the VAPT report. So VAPT has already been done on this machine. So the report has no vulnerabilities at all. So as you can see, and this is to verify the IP addresses is 137.129 and this is 137.129. Now we go on to the next one, which is the app installer using the WinGap. This is the script that was written. You can see this are how we are going to do a WinGap batch file that is going to do the software installation. Just to demonstrate, we can run this and it will start to install the software that is necessary and in the script. But do take note, this needs to be connected to the internet in order to pick up from the WinGap. Now we will go on to the next one. The next one will be the IP switching batch file, which is shown here. So this can easily switch the IP addresses to different segments. For the DI is 44. Then this is intra and inter. By running this, you can actually choose the option that you want and you will toggle the IP address to the desired configured one. So to show this, the network card settings needs to be changed. So we just simply have to change the local network adapter to a Ethernet X, and this command will work. Now for the next one, this is the local security policy that was exported, and you can see this is already configured and the security has been hardened. And this is the exported local security policy that we can import into another machine. And the next one will be a registry key to point the individual machines to the WSUS server, so as to centralize the Windows update to the WSUS server. And for this part, you can see the exported file is actually pointing, in our scenario now, is all pointing to Windows update itself. But in real cases, it can be pointed to a actual WSUS server address. In this section, we are going to show how the recovery will happen. As you can see, this is a laptop without a bootable operating system. So it's having a 256 GB SSD. Now the laptop has booted up in Lexsoft bootable disk image and clone software. So this is the image that we have backed up from the virtual machine. So it's Windows 11 Pro clone. It's a complete disk replication. So now we are going to restore it on the local SSD, a 256 GB SSD. So once you have selected it, we'll do a restore, but first we need to type in the encryption password. So make sure all drive is checked and we click next. Select the 256 GB SSD, which is a local drive on the laptop. We click start, click OK, and the restoration or the image restore will be done in probably another 25 minutes. We'll see you then. Now the system has booted up, and you can see that it's exactly as the same as what the virtual machine is. So you can see all this, everything is up, everything is in, and is exactly the same as the virtual machine, and is now restored on a new machine. This bear in mind, this machine has no operating system in the beginning. Now is rebooted and cloned, and now you can see the machine name. is Win11 Pro clone. The license activation is done. Windows Update is current. And that's all for the demonstration of the artifact. The project is a go.